My grandkids, man. My wife done told me to watch my mouth in front of my grandkids. My little grandson, Noah, was over the house the other day, sitting in the high chair, and he was eating. And I was talking on the phone to an old friend of mine. And I said some things to him, you know, we're just talking. Refrigerator door's open, I'm just talking. So I shut the door. Marjorie comes into the kitchen, my wife. My grandson over there, she says, "Lil' Noah, what you been doing?" He said, "Papa mofo." She said, "What did you say?" She said, "Papa mofo." She said, "Steve, what did you say in front of him?" I said, "I ain't saying She said, "Steve, you cussing now. What did you?" He tried to repeat a cuss word. I said, "No, he didn't." What'd he say? You know what he tried to say? Well, he didn't say this. He left letters out. Now, if the little boy go, "Papa said," then we have a problem. But Papa mofo, he don't know it yet. So that was a little interesting moment we had at the house. I have been trying to quit cussing, though. That was my New Year's resolution, was to stop cussing. I made that on the 2nd. It ain't work out for me. I stopped cussing for 2 days, man, and I didn't know what was wrong with me, man. My teeth was hurting. I had severe headaches and and then my wife on the 5th said, "What is wrong with you?" I said, "I don't know." As soon as I said that, I cleared up. I felt fine. Because there's a lot of people that you don't use profanity, do you? Yeah, I can tell. She looked at me like, "Oh, Lord." Yeah. And I think it's good. Yes, ma'am.
Sometimes they don't understand till you say it.
Well, you know, cussing is not for everybody. And I really respect people who don't use profanity. I think it's admirable. I think you're fine people. And I say, congratulations. I don't know how you do it. I tried it. It was just some things I think is just cuss-appropriate moments. Like, you ever been sitting up on a Saturday, Jehovah's Witness come to your house? Ding dong. Yeah, one of your kids go to the door and open it, and you done told that don't open that door for nobody. That joke heading down a dark path for some of y'all. Some of y'all, see, look, wait. Let's stop right now.